Hello everyone, or good night.
For us.
Yeah, good night for us.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's good night for us.
That's why we're in our jammies. I'm in my muumuu, and he's in his sleeping clothes, his fresh clothes for sleeping. But today is day one-ish of Hurricane Ian.
Yeah. So it's supposed to hit us. Well, by the time it hits us, because it's supposed to hit Tampa, I think like Thursday, like in the morning, like really early in the morning.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to get like the tropical storm once it gets to a tropical storm.
Yeah.
Because we live like 2 hours from Tampa.
Yeah.
So once it reaches, it'll be that. So we're like expecting like maybe some flooding, maybe like some power outages. So we brought some snacks and we've kind of been prepping for it. Like, basically all of today and yesterday too.
Yeah. We've also like made sure that we had to like clean out our patio and stuff like that. Like we're gonna probably go outside for a little bit.
As you guys also know, we are cast members at Disney World, and that's kind of why we wanted to make the video in the first place, because we wanted to show you guys or kind of talk to you guys about what it's like being a cast member during a hurricane here at Walt Disney World. I know if you guys have been following us for a long time, you've known that we've stated before that we are cast members.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, if you're new to the channel, we are bus drivers at Disney World. So we drive basically everywhere at the parks.
Yeah. I also work at Disney Springs, and for some reason, like with the hurricane, Disney Springs is operating in a different path than the parks. So basically we've been getting like updates throughout the day. Mine are a little bit different than Lewis's because he works transportation way more than I do, but for his it was more like professional updates from Disney themselves, like letting them know like this is part one of it, this is part two, and then like what to do after that. In the case of Disney Springs, it was more like play by ear. Whatever Disney says, we kind of like just went by that. So everybody's kind of like waiting to see what's gonna happen. That's kind of how this thing works.
Yeah, we've noticed since this is like, like I said earlier, if you guys been following us for a while, you know that we're actually from California and stuff. So this is actually our first hurricane experience here in Florida, and as cast members we didn't really know exactly what we were to expect in situations like this. So we were kind of a little bit worried earlier today because they weren't really telling us. We really didn't know a lot of what was going to go on, and then until we talked to some of your coworkers and some of our friends. And
what's funny is like the notification that I got was actually from DFB. I don't know if you guys follow DFB, Disney Food Guide, but as soon as I saw that, I told him like, oh, check to see on the hub is like something that us cast members check for like information. And I was like, hey, check the hub, they probably sent you something, and they did. They ended up sending him something.
Yeah, but I was just worried that I was gonna have to ride out, actually go to work during a hurricane, which I know there's like a team. Yes, there's a team that you sign up for early, like in June or something like that, and you sign up for that team, and basically they provide like your stay and you work with them. Yeah. So that's like a really cool thing.
Yeah, they like offer opportunity to those who like want to make I think they pay them a little bit more too for their time, because obviously you're working during a hurricane, and they pay for your stay. For everybody else, they kind of just like let you know, hey, don't come for your shift and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been like kind of a crazy day. We literally found everything out today, like if we were gonna work tomorrow, because me and him both were working tomorrow.
Yeah, we have shifts tomorrow.
Like we were just getting notifications like, oh, this store is closing for Wednesday, Thursday. This store is closing for Wednesday, Thursday. This park is closing Wednesday, Thursday. So we were like, tomorrow's Wednesday. What are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
But it all comes with time, and that's the thing. Like
it's just like a waiting game.
Yeah.
Like, it's like really, a waiting. Yeah. The worst part is just waiting for this hurricane, trying to see its trajectory and stuff like that. And I'll show you guys that I actually downloaded like something that shows us like the map and where the hurricane is, but you can't really tell where it's going or anything. Nothing's official until it's like actually like very close, because right now it's like in the Florida Keys or something like that.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the thing that's going on right now is like most hurricanes, like we're like new to the to Florida, the state, but most Floridians, you will hear them saying like something along the lines of like, oh, it's just a hurricane, because I get so many. And it's true, they get like so many, even like little tiny ones. But like this one is supposed to be like a bigger one that they were not expecting. So this is why like things we were like, oh, should we get stuff, should we not, are we okay, are we not? And like literally you don't find out until like 24 hours before.
Yeah.
So it's like you're pretty much like prepping, and it's like you're prepping for just in case.
Yeah. So this is where Hurricane Ian is at right now. So like I said earlier, it's in the Florida Keys, and it's making its way up to Tampa up here. And I'm seeing that the eye is kind of like getting closer to Florida. And I looked outside right now, and basically there's no rain, nothing. It's like just so calm. It's like another, night. And I did say earlier that it's coming Thursday early morning, and we're like in this area, like on top of Orlando, but we're not really expecting anything other than like maybe flooding and power outages, which is a good thing for us. But a couple hours ago, Disney announced that they were closing their parks tomorrow, which is Wednesday and Thursday. And the thing is, once it passes through all of this, it's gonna keep going up past Jacksonville into, I think, like Georgia and North Carolina, maybe, in those areas. And I'm sure by then we'll basically be like, back to normal. They'll probably send us like an email or maybe more updates, and we'll probably be back to work on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
So this is my name badge, Lewis. And here I keep my flashlight, and this is the one I use for like inspecting the bus, right? Inspecting the tires and under the bus or anything like that, pre-tripping the bus. And I think this should be enough, right? This is it. This little light should keep us afloat for the next 2-3 days, right?
Yeah, like especially when the power goes out, I guess.
Yeah, right. This is just
need.
Enough.
I mean, this is the Sunshine State.
Yeah.
We only really need a flashlight for like what, 8 hours of the night.
Say psych right now. Psych. Can't see anything.
Hey, Five Below.
Five Below came in clutch.
I know, we had to buy the batteries, but it's okay. Like they have batteries there, but people were like, buy flashlights, and we were gonna depend on these little ones. And I was like, hey, I think Five Below has lights, and we got these. And bro, like, I think we're set. The whole apartment is lit right now. We're outside right now for our last potty break, because we have like a little grass pad for them so we can go potty. And this is the last time we're gonna be outside, at least for the next 2 days. We're gonna make sure she's not eating any red ants. We don't want you getting bit on your birthday. Today is her birthday. It's her first birthday. It seems like it's gonna be like a kind of big hurricane, not too crazy. It's gonna be like in the category 3 probably, but it's gonna hit Tampa first. We're like about 2 hours away from Tampa, so we're not that close, huh? Not too close, just a little far. But they said we're gonna be probably getting like a little bit of wind and a little crazy rain, and it might be flooding. And they did mention at our apartment complex they were gonna be offering like sandbags for us, but within the first 5 minutes, all the sandbags that they were offering were gone. So we're gonna hope and try again tomorrow for the sandbags, but it's mainly because like our sliding door, we just want to cover that part. Like everything else, we like pretty much took everything out. That's why it's just like a broom and then the little grass pad. But we took everything out of here and we put it inside our apartment because they said it's probably best. I don't know, we've never been through a hurricane before, so this is like really weird for us. Like the fact that there's no rain, there's nothing, like everybody's still out obviously because you can hear like cars and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's very weird.
Here's Johnny.
So we got all our stuff, and then like we had to put all of our stuff like all in one corner. So like that's the stuff we had outside, and we kind of like bought a bin and we put all our stuff in the bin. But potty time. But they don't want to go potty. So we're gonna end the video here. I know we didn't go to the parks and we didn't do anything like crazy fun or anything like that. So we thought about going to the parks today, but we wanted to utilize the time that we had with each other to prep, because we really didn't take the hurricane seriously. And I know that's like, that was obviously that's like a thing, because people don't know how serious it is until like a couple, like 24 hours before. So since it's like 24 hours, we really utilized this time to get any last minute stuff that we needed. And we did want to go to the parks and do something fun, but we just didn't feel like it was right, only because like we as like cast members, we know that if we were there at the parks, we would have wanted to leave and get to our families as soon as possible, so that we can kind of make those decisions on like any of the preparations that we need to do. So I mean, maybe if we would have went in the morning, we would have been like a little bit better with it, but since like we had to prep today, we didn't feel like at ease with going to the parks a little bit later.
Yeah, because there's one thing I did want to mention like really quick too. As a cast member, I felt like if I were a guest, I wouldn't want to just stay there until like the very end, like closing time, because there are a lot of guests who do that. But
and like I get it, because you want to get as much fun as your vacation, because like some people are coming for the first time ever, and I get that makes sense. But like people who live in Florida, like who can go to the parks all the time, I feel like
it's not really necessary to go.
Like on a day like today, I mean, I know it's not that serious today, but
and if you put yourself
tomorrow,
and if you put yourself in that position, like if I put myself in that position, if I was a team member at Universal, I wouldn't want to. I would try to be with my family more than anything. So that's kind of how I feel, and I don't speak for like the company or anything like that, and that's just coming from the heart. And what I feel like might
this
be
is
right.
like based off of our opinion. We're not saying anything wrong with those who feel like they want to get an escapism to, you know, kind of forget about the hurricane and using these last hours to get some fun out, because
there's a lot of guests or people who go to the parks and they didn't know this was happening. People who had planned this out for months, even years, and they're here, and obviously like it sucks that this is happening on their one trip here to Disney World, and for that to happen to them is really unfortunate.
Like it sucks for them. But that's why we didn't go to the parks, because we just didn't want to like add any longer time for anybody who didn't necessarily need to be at the parks any longer. But we just wanted to like show a day one of like, we didn't really show too much, just kind of like, because we are already home, we're exhausted, we did all
and also just to update you guys, you know, a lot of you guys watch us and leave comments, really nice comments, and for those of you who, you know, enjoy our videos and stuff, we just wanted to update you and not just completely not make a video this week. And we wanted to keep you guys in the loop. We don't know if we're gonna make a video tomorrow or the next day or something, but just to give you guys some, that we're basically a peace of mind that we're okay.
And like also it's kind of like what they say too is that the first thing that goes out is the power, and unfortunately with the power is going to be the internet, so we're not going to have access to be able to upload stuff. So we're hoping that maybe tomorrow we can upload something, but if we can't, at least this video is informing you like we're okay. Our family that watches us, we just want to, you know, everybody to let them know that we're okay. We have all our food, all our snacks, our lights, and we're with each other, and we're with our dogs, and that's all that matters, and we have each other. So, and we are going to do everything that we can to prepare for this hurricane, because we're from California, so you know the earthquakes. We're only used to earthquakes, not hurricanes.
Like, I don't know.
So this is a different, you know, different thing for us. Well, thank you guys for watching Reel in the Magic today, and it's not a Reel in the Magic vlog, like very happy. It is, but it's like a serious one. So thank you for watching our channel, Reel in the Magic.
Thank you guys.
Bye.